Good afternoon, everyone. Gold, gold, gold everywhere we look, flowing back to the States. Economic problems, credit cards record high, people smuggling eggs, and now we got blizzard rolling across the Black Sea, massive ice pounding Argentina, and record floods across South America. What's this going to do with our crops? And just like that, poking a polar bear resting on an iceberg, we're asking for the gold back. And of all the sacrilege to ask banks who've lent it out and resold it 1650 or 300 times on paper, yeah, it's creating a problem here. Players at the COMEX no longer want their contracts in cash delivery. They want physical delivery. 7.5 times more people are asking for the physical gold because they know it's not there. Everybody's been lying about the amount. And these charts here, the blue says it all. This is for the CME, how much gold's being delivered, equal to what was happening during the pandemic. People freaked out, didn't know how the world was going. The world was going to end, and then the world's not ending now. And we're seeing that's literally off the chart. Look at that blue line spiking. For COMEX warehouse, got to get it in before you can deliver it. If they do not deliver, the entire house of cards comes crashing down. And hundreds of people that want every single ounce of gold, it's just not going to be there. That will create a significant economic thermonuclear resonance through everything you know financial. So somebody needs to get some gold in the vaults. Lickety split. Look at Switzerland loading up. Pretty much taking every other country almost down to zero to make sure that the States gets their gold, because when we come in to do the accounting and the auditing, it better be there. And if you think this is a fake picture, think again. New York gold vaults. You can find more on this PDF right here. Gold vault, but look for the earliest edition because they subtract more information out moving forward versus what you see there with those pretty walls of bricks. Now, do those look like there's a .999? I don't know. And gold production for the last 200 years is not like you're going to turn over a board somewhere in a field and find more gold to put back in for delivery. And we'll put that at 3,100 tons. So it shows you literally how much previous gold there has been that is around the world. If America supposedly has 5,800 tons, that's old gold that's still circulating. Perhaps we can use recovered Roman treasure and add that in, but I don't think there's going to be mint stamps on that. We'll have to remelt that down, recast it, resmelt it to get the purity up. I don't know if the Romans had it wired that cleanly. Good for delivery, not sure. But top Singapore bullion dealer says 3 of its major suppliers have now stopped taking orders for gold in the kilogram bars. Financial hub of the world says no more gold. Houston, we have a serious problem. And then also in Asia, the serious problem, tungsten-filled gold-plated bars. So we're going to have to drill, baby, drill through every single bar to make sure it is not tungsten inside. And also we can get the purity from that. It's going to be trying to unwind this mess right here moving forward. Can you restring it? Oh, we broke a couple in there. Let's fix them. How fast can stock market sentiment change in an instant? Just ask NVIDIA investors. Nearly $600 billion in market value wiped out overnight. No warning, no second chance. Noble Gold Investments is alerting all clients. Diversify now. Market crashes don't wait, they strike fast, devastating the unprepared. For nearly a decade, Noble Gold Investments have helped thousands protect their wealth with gold IRAs and physical gold, with over $2 billion in precious metal sales. Noble Gold is the trusted choice for Americans serious about financial security. Gold, it's real, it's yours, it retains value. And now, when you open a qualified account, you receive 2 5-ounce Silver America, the beautiful coins, free. Are you diversified? If not, when? After your portfolio is down 10, 20, 30%, or will you protect your portfolio now? Go to 2030gold.com. That's 2030gold.com. Or give Noble Gold a call, 877-646-5347. Don't just grow your wealth, guard it. And you can see this is creating a worldwide problem. So what if other nations are also going to do gold audits and they can't get their gold in? So America is the first. I assure you there will be a second and a third because we're finding out that London doesn't have the gold. So what if their government declares that they also need to do an audit? Are they going to siphon the world's gold, or are we just going to take gold from one place on airplanes to another place to let them facilitate the audit and pass that? We're come to the end of our, what you know as a fiat financial system, at least for this round. There's been more than 4,000 collapses in the past of fiat currencies. This is just the next. No fiat currency has ever lasted except the ones that are now right here, but they shall collapse in the future. Gold doesn't, silver doesn't. It's been around for multi-thousand, I'll say 7,000 years, used for barter and trade, payment. It is sound money. Everything else is just paper in the wind. And the reason I would say other countries might want to do some gold audits, here's Germany. Bundesbank. The entire ECB crashing too. Look how much they have lost. That big white line dropping precipitously to the right there, that's losses across the German banking sector. And if we go to the ECB, the European Central Bank, we see the exact same reported losses. It was just a sliver last year, but look, 2024, we saw the same thing with the Federal Reserve too, putting losses on the balance sheet. That's not good when your central banks are losing money. What do they expect for the people? Well, you're going to expect this. People using highest amount ever recorded for credit card usage. They got to survive somehow. And once that cuts off, people just literally aren't going to have a way to buy food. So maybe they'll start smuggling eggs. We'll have an egg smuggling crackdown. Remember George Bush? We had the war on drugs, or was that Reagan? But now we're going to have the war on eggs. Got to stop those egg smugglers, because it is far, far, far cheaper in Mexico to buy eggs and bring them up. So, getting eggs for $1.39, something like that in Mexico, bring them up here, you're making $7. That is a quick legal turnaround. Oh, wait, those eggs are unwashed. You committed a felony. Who's feeling the cost of living crunch? Well, looks like Australia, Germany, and Canada coming in those top three spots there. Are you feeling the pinch? The world is exactly the same. And I know, enough of that economic news. Let's just go relax on the beach. This is Batumi in Republic of Georgia, azure waters, right there on the Black Sea southern coast. And you'll see to the east the Caspian Sea. That's why that area, Republic of Georgia, has had continuous wine production for 8,000 years, because that microclimate that exists there. And they're really bringing it on economically. But look at the nice, tranquil beach scene. Oh, but wait. 6 feet of snow came in on a blizzard coastal there. I guess they would call that sea effect snow. First time it's ever happened at this depths. 50-mile-an-hour winds, drifting snow, 7, 8, 9 feet drifts. And this is what they're getting downtown in Batumi, coming there for a beach holiday. You can see everywhere across the planet something is amiss. So you might want to ask yourself, with this kind of snow depths in places that just don't get these snow depths, is that rain out from the Hunga Tonga volcanic eruption now coming out of the water column? Because everywhere you look, and this is northern hemisphere, so think about what could be occurring in the southern hemisphere. And coming into planting season, some of these areas were already tilled the fields, and this is going to delay planting in many a place, going to moisturize and actually sog too much to get in the fields and plant those seeds in many a place. They're getting so much flooding that is going to be almost undoable to get the crops in the ground at the normal planting dates that we're so used to across the northern hemisphere. And they're not used to this. How do they even clear the snow out? It is such an all-encompassing event. Not really picked up on the Western media too much. There's a car under there somewhere, I do believe. But the tropical vegetation probably enjoying the cool down from all the warming. So heading to the southern hemisphere, it's still summer down there. Going to go for a swim? Maybe not. Pool is closed. Ecuador also record rains, but this southern hemisphere, Brazil, this is the reason they've lost so many crops this year. I mean, this is kayaking. This is not a street. But this is happening across the southern hemisphere everywhere. So as they transit into their winter, this is going to turn into what we're seeing, hail and just different types of flood events. So expect record prices for food this year. I've done a bunch of analysis on it in real time using Grok, and it looks like average 20% declines in most major grain staples. You know, the USDA is running behind a little bit because they can't do it in real time like as AI can. But what we're seeing, this is southern hemisphere. It is going to absolutely go off the chart as the last of the rains from the Hungatonga eruption are now in the lower atmosphere. Gravity has pulled those out, and it is going to start Noah's Ark raining every single storm. This is the thing. We're seeing it first in the southern hemisphere. The water vapor column has actually come out of those higher 80,000, 60,000. Now we're down into the 30,000, 25,000 foot range, right in where the regular weather begins, and it is absolutely mixing and causing these rivers from the sky. This will probably continue another year, but it's going to go through one more whole planting season and harvest season. That's why they can't get in the fields for harvest. Complete areas are underwater. Gargantuan losses across South America. So this is adding into the total losses. Now, when we come in here to our summer, spring, we're going to see the same thing. That water that has transited the equator after the Hungatonga eruption, it was southern latitude. Remember, it was right down near Tonga. So we'll say 20 to 25 south latitude. Anything that transited above the northern hemisphere across the equator, that's all going to come out in a vicious fashion. We're at the end of it. The rain out is here. And perhaps that's why there's so much change, because if you can confuse everybody in a blitzkrieg, those rising food prices, that'll do another thing that's in the mix of chaos. So I do appreciate watching. Hope you got something out of the video. And since we are in springtime, True Leaf Market, Heirloom and organic seeds for any grow zone on the planet. That's the seeds that I use and buy every single year for my own garden. Highly recommended from me. Think about it. Also join us, Civilization Cycle Podcast. We'll be broadcasting live Thursday nights and also YouTube and Rumble channel both. Civilization Cycle Podcast and civilizationcycle.com. See you next time. Bye for now.